These women are the best knockout artists in MMA.
Now an overhand right. Watanabe backpedaling. She's in big trouble. Liz Carmouche piling it on. Kevin McDonald taking a close look. A lot of these shots are getting in, and it's over. Right hand.
Sending their opponents to sleep with the kind of viciousness seen in male divisions. Here are their most brutal finishes. This is Fighting is Art, Let's Go. Dakota Ditcheva, known for her power and superb striking, faced Gina Bishop in one of the most unforgettable moments in women's boxing history. Dakota and Bishop met in Nashville, Tennessee, in a bout that promised intensity but delivered even more. In the first round, Dakota turned her rivals insides to dust with vicious knees.
Is going to be unbelievable.
Looking to give her opponent a proper send-off to the Shadow Realm, Dakota asked Bishop to stand up, only to follow up with a devastating knockout.
And Gina beckons Gina Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack. And that does it!
And when she faced the former UFC title challenger Taila Santos, she announced herself to the MMA world with a knockout for the ages. In the bout full of intensity, Dakota rocked Santos with a flurry. Then unleashed a world of pain on her opponent with an elbow and left hook combo.
Deep for sure.
But speaking of true power, the unstoppable Amazonian Kayla Harrison stepped up to compete in the 2022 PFL Women's Lightweight Tournament season against Caitlin Young. And in the first round, she was already sending her opponent on trips through the air.
There it is.
The badass woman then tied up her rival and released concussive right-hand sledgehammers like someone drilling for oil.
Keeps pummeling down here, referee looking on closely. He'll step in and stop it halfway through round number 1 to the...
And facing Czech's Martina Jindrova in the semi-final, Kayla squeezed the life of Martina with an arm triangle choke, forcing her to tap profusely, begging to be saved from the nightmare that is Harrison.
Lock in, she's got it locked.
And she just squeezes from the full mount position. You
Drop attack!
So on May 6, 2021, Harrison was matched up against Brazilian Mariana Moras, who was a two-time Olympic judo gold medalist and had 8 submissions, so was set to be a big challenge to Kayla in the grappling.
Underdog on the card tonight. Personal life, she's taking on a massive challenge.
Kayla showed off her striking acumen in this fight. Moras matched and repelled her in the wrestling department.
Ready, able to get to the clinch. And
finally, she showed her superiority.
Right now, it's just a big body lock and dumps.
And Harrison eviscerated her opponent with big shots from hell.
Belly's out. Kayla Harrison not relenting, not letting up. The right hand coming down like a piston. And now the left. Copeland asking for more action.
Once she rained the shots on the Brazilian, the referee had to rescue Moras from further damage.
And I've talked about this with Kayla before. Ground and pound is an art and not even great.
In June 2024, when Liz Carmouche faced Kana Watanabe, she landed damage that'd last her opponent a lifetime. Carmouche released 3 right hands that made Watanabe do the chicken dance, and she landed the fatality and pounded her head like in Mortal Kombat before the referee remembered he was on referee duty.
Now an overhand right. Watanabe backpedaling. She's in big trouble. Liz Carmouche piling it on. Kevin McDonald taking a close look. A lot of these shots are getting in, and it's over.
When she clashed against Juliana Velasquez, the girl Rila showed that even 100 women couldn't handle her. Dominating her rival like a baby, she stretched her arm looking to disconnect it from the sockets, and at the end, Velasquez needed urgent medical attention.
In May of 2010.
That's a lot of pressure on that. There you go.
There's a tap. No doubt this time. Liz Carmouche retains the flyweight championship.
In 2024, the destructive Chanel Dyer collided against submission specialist Mariam Torchanova, who acted cocky, and she taught a notorious lesson on why you should never confront an anime kid, stomping her rival into the underworld.
Move away from the fence. Not allowing to...
Dyer thumped her enemy's food basket.
Phenomenal.
Nice body shot there.
Like out of a movie, a vicious kick straight to the jaw sent her rival straight to the shadow realm with no stops. In September of 2024, she clashed against Dakota Ditcheva's previous opponent, Valentina Scatizzi, and delivered a beatdown that sent shivers through her future rivals. Scatizzi opened up with offensive pressure, but Dyer kept her at bay with kicks and right hands.
But I like these straight punches from Scatizzi.
Swings and misses with the overhand. Already Dyer doing very well for herself with this aggression, like you said, Dan. She can't let that thing get dialed in.
Scatizzi opened the second round with extra ferocity, looking to take off Dyer's head with every shot.
Work there for Valentina Scatizzi.
But Dyer showed she is better everywhere, even in the wrestling, as she snatched a single leg and gained top control.
How about Chanel Dyer, the Muay Thai specialist? Thinking better of.
And she let her back up for a proper beatdown.
Clear. Does she get back to the feet? Oh.
Half a round left to work for both.
Oh.
The fight became a war at that point.
Your head off. Some deep press from Chanel, who takes another big right hand. Deep in this fight, we can see some swelling next to her eye as well.
The tough Italian ate a spectacular flying knee like pasta.
Right down onto her own knee. Chanel swings with the leap.
Another big knee failed to shut Scatizzi's lights off. In the end, Dyer showed her toughness to go the full fight against an opponent with an uncrackable chin, and she won the fight by split decision.
Chanel Dyer and Valentina.
Chanel Dyer!
Chanel Dyer on to Leon Frank.
When Dyer was tested against elite striker Veronica Ezar, she delivered a knockout for the ages. From the onset, Dyer found herself in deep waters.
Are definitely numerous and very impressive striking combination.
But the future champion soon adjusted,
You can already see the redness on the lead leg of the pole.
and the fatality shots were now an array.
I also really like the way that she's.
Oh, big shot over the top. Sorry, Sebastian.
Oh, no. And they're throwing at the speed of the jab. I mean, look at that.
Doing her best John Jones impression, out of nowhere, a vicious spinning elbow crashed her rival in a heap.
To go in the opening round, and what has been a fantastic. Oh, big shot! Unbelievable!
In 8th round as a oh my goodness.
The more you see.
Next up is the hot and deadly Andrea Lee. Just a few months later, Andrea Lee stepped back into the cage against Jenny Liu to remind everyone that behind that magazine cover smile was a headhunter on a mission. At Invicta 21, she faced Jenny Liu, and from the opening bell, it was a brawl at 2x speed. Lee charged forward like a one-woman battalion.
Kansas City, Missouri, Invicta FC 21. See Lee firing off some punches, Liu ducking her head, trying to...
Liu fired back, but her punches were like tossing pebbles at a tank. Meanwhile, Lee's fists were dropping like million-dollar haymakers.
Response. Now it's the striker, Andrea Lee, eats a right hand from Liu. Liu covering up, though.
Yeah, Liu's posture in this is not encouraging.
Lee served up a 5-course combo and sent Liu spinning like a confused ballerina.
Good job of trying to find a home for an array of strikes.
Uppercut, Jenny Liu backing up. Another right hand, big swing and a miss by Liu.
By this point, Liu looked like she was aching in languages she didn't speak.
Right hand gets through, Jenny Liu backing up. Desperate takedown attempt, eats a hard knee.
Very nice knee there.
And just when she thought it couldn't get worse, Lee sealed the deal with a final flurry that was equal parts violence and poetry.
That head kick knockout right now.
Liu down on the mat. Andrea Lee gets it done.
Right.
After snagging the LFA flyweight belt with a smooth submission over Heather Gassett, Andrea Lee wanted to defend it with destruction, and Jamie Thornton was the unlucky guest of honor. From the opening bell, Lee came in like a thunderstorm with hands.
First round finishes, as we said in the open, never the first round in 7 pro bouts, and Lee can
interrupt.
Yep.
It's just hard to fight an unorthodox fighters. Andrea Lee caught her right on the chin with that spinning back fist. Barely, it grazed her.
She peppered Thornton with sharp right hands, but it was the left hook that really clocked her, snapping her head back like a bobblehead.
Solid low kicks.
Oh, that leg kick, and Continues to chop her down. Left hook has hurt Jamie Thornton.
Thornton somehow made it out of the first, but only just.
Another shot from Andrea Lee drops Thornton.
In round 2, things only got worse as Lee kept hammering away while Thornton turned into a premium-grade punching bag.
Ron, she is listening to her corner and she's going for that leg and the overhand right, which would...
See, there's Lee blocks that kick and Thornton coming in firing. Thornton back. Body shot from Lee. Lee zeroing in on the target.
Eventually, the champ had seen enough and decided to shut it down, putting Thornton back in her place with a clean finish.
Arm, bending that arm like a pretzel, she's tapped out! Another submission win!
With knockouts fiercer than heavyweights, these ladies are no doubt among the deadliest in MMA with the abilities to finish even men. Which of these women do you think is the best female fighter? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and would love to see more brutal knockouts, then subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like.